You won't believe the surprise Real Madrid prepared for today's game. An unexpected comeback that could change everything in the Champions League. Today is Champions League Day at the Santiago Bernabeu, the most magical competition in world football, the one that beats in the heart of every Madrid fan, is back. And who would have thought ... right in the first round of the 2025-26 season, a historic reunion, Real Madrid against Olympique de Marseille. Kickoff will be at 9 p.m. and the entire city is buzzing with anticipation. The stadium is preparing for a gala night. The fans are already glued to the number 10 and every star who will step onto the pitch. An explosion on the pitch, very likely. Surprises in the lineup? Also, because this isn't just a game, it's the first chapter of a campaign with a single objective: to regain European status and write another golden page in Real Madrid's history. And the suspense began even before kickoff. Yesterday, in the final training session, a name emerged that left everyone speechless. A return that seemed impossible, but one that could change the outcome of the match. We're talking about Jude Bellingham, who anticipated his recovery and was called up. Madrid fans, hold back your excitement because it's going to be a promising night. The Champions League has changed its format, and everyone knows the challenge. Now there are 36 teams in a general standings, a marathon in search of glory. The goal is to finish in the top 8, guaranteeing a direct spot in the round of 16 and avoiding the nightmare of the playoffs. The top 20 for advance, the rest fall by the wayside. Real Madrid has already shown in La Liga that they started the season hungry for victories, for games, for wins. But the Champions League is a different story. Remember last season? They had to make it through the playoffs, a tough road that cannot be repeated. This time, the goal is simple: to be among the best from the start. And for those of you who are joining us in this warm-up, take advantage and support the channel. Leave a like, comment if you believe in the 15th Champions League, and subscribe. Because this season promises to be unforgettable, and each game is a new battle for the most successful club in history. The first big news couldn't be better. Jude Bellingham is back. Unbelievable. The Englishman was only supposed to return after the FIFA World Cup in October, but he surprised everyone and is already on the squad list. And he's not alone. Camavinga is also back, to reinforcements that completely change the team's morale and bring hope for even more magic in midfield. They're unlikely to start. After all, they've been out of action for weeks, but they could earn valuable minutes in the second half. In yesterday's open training session, we saw a relaxed and confident squad. Bellingham was smiling, Vinicius Jr. was brimming with confidence, Mbappe was ready to perform, Endrick was vibrant, Tchouaméni was steady in the middle, and Arda Güler was as light as ever. Even the new Special Champions League kit, the one worn only on the eve of big matches, has already been tested in the locker room. This is Real Madrid, always connected to the Champions League, breathing this competition as if it were part of their soul, because, at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. And if the preparation on the field has already brought new developments, off it we've also had historic moments. Yesterday, at the press conference, Xabi Alonso didn't hide his emotion. This will be his first Champions League match as Real Madrid coach. He recalled the painful semifinals before the 10th, the lessons learned from those defeats, the 3 consecutive titles under Zidane, the golden pages written in a unique era. Now he's the one carrying the mantle on the bench. The Bernabeu will be his greatest stage. On the players' side, Tchouaméni was also direct. Our goal is to be in the top 8. We want to win every game. Pressure is normal when you play for Real Madrid. This phrase resonated like a rallying cry. Because at Real Madrid, pressure isn't a problem, it's fuel. Every statement at the press conference was like a scene from a movie. Regarding Vinicius Jr., Xabi said, he's full of energy and confidence. Regarding Carvajal, he emphasized, he's a leader, a respected captain, essential. And rightly so. The fullback returned from injury playing at such a high level that even Trent Alexander-Arnold, a newcomer and global star, will have to wait his turn. How can you remove Carvajal from the team when he delivers intensity, maturity, and the captain's weight in every match? Regarding Mbappe, Xabi was poetic. He seeks to understand the game, but he delivers much more incredible individual quality. But we need collective strength, a direct message. It's not enough to rely on the stars. It's the team as a whole that will make the difference. And amidst this debate, Real Madrid's likely starting lineup emerges: Courtois in goal, unquestionable. Carvajal, Militao, and Carreras in defense. Tchouaméni as the holding midfielder. Arda Güler and Fede Valverde completing the midfield. And up front, Vinicius Jr. on the left, Mbappe in the center, and Franco Mostagnano on the right. But one question remains: will Bellingham already steal that spot? Or perhaps Rodrigo will appear? The team is practically set, but the mystery remains. Before discussing the opponent, it's important to take a look at the background. Yesterday, 6 players underwent drug testing. Nothing out of the ordinary, but it always generates a buzz around the locker room. And there was no shortage of controversy. Hudson's red card against Real Sociedad still resonates. Real Madrid has filed an appeal, seeking to overturn the red card. So far, there's no official response. In his speech, Xabi also spoke again about Vinicius Jr., proud of the Brazilian's effort in the last game when the team played with 10 men. Regarding Carvajal, he reinforced, "How can you get this guy off the team? He always plays with soul. This spirit defines Real Madrid. Behind the scenes, the mood is light. Players laugh, Mbappe is motivated, Camavinga and Bellingham celebrate their return." But everyone knows the Champions League doesn't forgive mistakes. And now, let's move on to the opponent. Olympique de Marseille isn't coming to take it easy. They're a strengthened team, motivated after a good season in Ligue 1, have experienced players like Aubameyang, a longtime Real Madrid acquaintance who previously played for Barcelona and scored goals against the Merengues. Goalkeeper Rulli will start, and the defense should feature Medina and Pavard. They're no pushover. The Champions League doesn't have easy games, and Xabi Alonso knows that. Real Madrid is the favorite, of course, but they need to prove it on the field. The season is long, and the goal is clear: to compete for every title. At Real Madrid, there is no one objective. The mission is always to win everything. Mbappe is obsessed with the Champions League, wanting to win at any cost. Vinicius Jr. is enjoying a brilliant spell. Carvajal is the captain, leader, and warrior. And now, the returns of Bellingham and Camavinga bring a ray of hope to bolster their midfield and add even more depth to the squad. The future looks promising. Youngsters like Güler and Endrick are demanding a place. Veterans like Carvajal carry the weight of history. Stars like Mbappe and Vini carry the spotlight. And on the bench, Xabi Alonso dreams of his first Champions League title as a coach. Madridistas, the time has come. The Bernabeu will be pulsating. Real Madrid begins its Champions League campaign today against Olympique de Marseille. With Mbappe hungry, Vini at his peak, Carvajal leading the way, and the surprises of Bellingham and Camavinga back in the squad, hope is high. But the Champions League is treacherous, and any slip-up could be fatal. So I ask, will Real Madrid start with a win? Would you put Bellingham in the starting sheet or keep him on the bench? And is Carvajal now the undisputed master of the full-back position? Leave your comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your opinion. Because here, every Madrid fan has a voice. The Champions League is back, Real Madrid is back, and we are ready to experience another white epic. Hala Madrid, why nada más?